This is going to be a fun exercise. Well, hopefully fun. I like to do marketing talks, quick ones, short, impactful marketing minutes. And my wife and I had done some a year or so ago. You can find them in our Facebook page, on our blog at locable.com. And I wanted to start doing this live talk where it's all about the stuff I've been talking about with folks and the questions I'm hearing, or in the case of today, some things I've seen across the internet. So I'm going to do a rundown of some news and updates related to local marketing that you may find helpful. And I'll start with Andy Crestodina, who runs Orbit Media, and he did a 4-hour video of how he creates great content, and he edited it down to like a 20-minute watch. And so he does a deep dive in the research and the formulation process and all of this. And I think interestingly, I had done a similar video, except mine was like the other end of the spectrum, where we want to help people blog and create content really, really quickly. So it took me 10 minutes and I edited that down. And this wasn't about being perfect or optimizing. It was about doing something while you're juggling and having lots of other stuff going on. I didn't have a chance to get in my creative mindset. I just used prompts, which is part of marketing 3, 4, 5. So I used the prompt for what I needed. I did voice to text, and then I edited. So you can check that out. The link is in the description. And if you want to see how Andy does a deep dive, particularly if you're a marketing professional, I definitely recommend that because he gets into kind of next level stuff. Now, from there, there's a few articles that HubSpot posted that I want to share with you. The first was talking about some items that are surprisingly effective today, even though they're kind of old school. And the 3 that I'll note out of that is direct mail, which can be really impactful, even though it's a bit expensive. Print advertising, which we love. We do a lot of work with newspapers and magazines, and their print product is great, but they also do some things to leverage print and digital together, which is cool. And email, which is also super powerful. About a month ago, we introduced our Express email newsletter feature, which is available on all paid plans. It's awesome. It's the opposite of enterprise email. It's all about taking the content you're already producing and quickly distributing it. So it is available. If you're interested, check that out. If you're looking for something more enterprise, MailChimp, Constant Contact, I prefer MailChimp, but they have a lot of more advanced tools. Take a little longer to use, but a lot of great advanced things. And HubSpot continued with an article about, is SMS dead? SMS being text message marketing. And the argument is no, although I hate SMS marketing. I don't want to hear from your business. I don't want to give you the ability to text me whenever you want. If I want to hear from you, I'm going to subscribe via email. I'll obviously try to follow you on social, but that doesn't mean I'm going to actually see your stuff. But I don't want to hear texts. I don't want to see that. So statistically, text messaging is very impactful because if it goes, people pick it up and they get it. The problem is, are people going to do it? And are they going to do it for any long period of time? I think it's a little different if you're going to have appointment confirmations, confirming that you rented a car, things like that. But for actual marketing, prove me wrong, I haven't seen anybody use it sustainably at all. Matt Wagner of Main Street America, really smart dude. I've met him a couple times at different events. Did an article about how the pivot is changing the way people work. It's sticking around. This whole COVID stuff, all the things we did to deal with COVID, we're getting past COVID, but a lot of that's sticking around. And I couldn't agree more. He talks about the importance of adding a subscription and, subscription revenue as a small business. At locable.com, we have some marketing plans that we've published. And if you look at the bookstore plan, we talk about adding a book subscription, a book box subscription. I love the idea of being able to give you $25 and you'll pick a book or 2 a month for my 13-year-old who reads like crazy. I don't have to deal with it. It's going to be on theme for him, picked by a real human. That's really valuable and way more expensive than I would have spent on the books, but it's a good book. It's appropriate, all of those things. So I think there's a lot of those opportunities. And the great thing is the employee can do it when the store is slow. So it's not like it's extra work. You're just filling in some time. So love that. Love using order online, pick up in store. So if you're looking to get into e-commerce, we also have a free e-commerce tool we put out as part of our COVID response. A lot of good e-commerce tools if you need next level, like Shopify. If you're just getting started, our e-commerce tool is free and something you can do today. And HubSpot also talked about the sort of trends in content marketing, kind of an advanced topic, more for local marketers and marketing service providers. But The thing is, people are engaging content. A lot of people are wanting to get familiar with your brand before calling or emailing or whatever. The dynamic of content marketing is different for your retail stores or restaurants, where coming in has a lower risk, but nevertheless, it's a way to get people going. So a lot of their ideas I like, but are too advanced for most small businesses, but I think it's worth keeping an eye on what they're sharing. And the last thing is a blog post that we did a couple months ago about using your website not just to attract leads, but in your real life sales activities, how do you use your website to convert them as a sales tool? And it could be as simple as having a conversation and being able to refer back to prior projects that you can point to on your website to show that, hey, we help them, we can help you, here's the proof, and people can get familiar with that sort of thing. So I hope you found this useful. 7 minutes of marketing chat. If you have any questions or comments or topics you'd like us to cover in the future, go ahead and pop them in the comments below. And hopefully the links we shared are useful for you as you explore marketing your business more effectively. As always, hope to see you in your community. Take back local.